Yo, 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 what's going on out there, man? Everybody, shout out to everybody in this society. Another episode, a special episode. Tony Bro, Black Compass. We out here, man. It's a good day. You know what I'm saying? Another good day. We doing a lot of content this week. You know what I'm saying? We decided we wanted to do a couple things, couple special things, you know what I mean? So without further ado, man, Ron, what up, bro?
Not much, man. We got definitely a special guest, you know what I'm saying? Some special couple of guests is going to be coming through tonight, you know. So we got to grill them, though, man. It's going to be interesting, man. It's a good night. It's a good night.
Mm-hmm. Polo, what's good with you, bro?
Ain't shit, man. We live with the #1 league in the whole wide world, man. Let's get it.
That's a fact. And without further ado, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people... He gets a lot of flack, man, because the crown is heavy, man. Shout out to Beasley, what up, bro?
Yo, what's happening, man? How are you, man?
Man, listen, man, I can't call it. We doing good, man.
I'm getting nervous. Y'all making me nervous, man. Y'all might have set me up on one of Rome's suicide missions. Bringing me into this group, man, to build with the people, man. Y'all trying to snipe me out, man.
Nah, we gonna make sure you good, man. Rome people crazy, man.
Rome is wild. You know what I'm saying? But the intro was a little bit too. It's like, nah, this is too formulaic. I feel like this might be a setup, man. Bees, what's up though, man? What's going on with you, man? I know it's a lot of things going on. You know what I'm saying? Before we get into it, how are you? You know what I'm saying? The weather changing, shit going on. Y'all seem busy over there. So how's everything?
Oh man, just busy working and putting together events and just out here, trying to keep the people happy, man, drop battles, do events and get things going, man. So, we just put out a calendar yesterday. I'm getting ready for May the 12th for Born Legacy Supreme, man. We got a dope matchup, a veterans versus sophomore theme. Mm-hmm. A lot of exciting matches, a lot of hunger. I love these kind of matches because, there's always guys on the come up who are trying to advance by taking out guys with a higher profile. And then you have the guys with a higher profile who are not trying to lose to the guys who people may think have a lower profile than them. So I think it always makes for a good match when, your integrity and your basically your spot is on the line. So I really love these kind of matchups and I'm excited about it. That's May 12th. So it's at Club Phantom in Raleigh, Durham and Raleigh, North Carolina. So make sure everybody comes through. And for those that can't make it, of course, you can go to watchbattlelive.com and order the pay-per-view.
So URL is doing a whole lot of traveling, man. How you feel about that? You finally giving the fans has been complaining, y'all only do New York this. How do you feel about the traveling? Like, how do you feel? How's it being received?
Oh, I love to travel. You know what I mean? Of course, we had to, you don't make as much as you do at home, because the economy is different, but it's just good to bring the URL vibe to other places that have never witnessed it. And it's an opportunity for us to really strengthen our brand from a grassroots type of campaign where we're actually touching the ground and, looking in the eyes and shaking the hands of the people.
Right. And what was it if we can unpack the traveling thing just a little bit, because I find this very interesting what the outlook on this is. What was it? The fact that we want to go ahead and we want to do something grassroots and stuff like that. We want to build up these other regions. Is that a long-term play, or is that something where you say, let's try to foster to fill other places, maybe weed out some of the biases that some people might have, looking at the events and stuff like that?
Yeah, I think it all plays into everything. It's a combination of the two. It's one, we get to get out of town. It's always a pleasure to move around. Two, a lot of our artists, they want to travel and go to other markets. So we get a chance and opportunity to do that. And then also, you bring the show to people who, I've always talked about coming out, but haven't had a chance after all these years to get to an event in New York City. So we're bringing it right in your backyard. So, Everybody that's listening from Virginia, from the other markets, Fayetteville, from Chapel Hill and Charlotte and, Fuquay Varina and, Rocky Mountain and all these surrounding areas, y'all need to be in the building. South Carolina, y'all need to be in the building. Virginia, you need to be in the building. Come out, feel the vibe, and see it live.
Yeah. Now, I got a question about this whole traveling thing, because I remember asking you about like 5-6 months ago, like, why don't you guys travel more aside from traffic? And you said that your biggest fear was that it's an untested market and you're not sure how many people will show up. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so how do you feel as of today, like 6 months later, looking at that, now that you guys are about to have Gnome in Houston? Like, do you guys think, is it a risk? Like, is it a risk, do you think? Or
who said we was having Gnome in Houston? Where'd you hear that at?
Everyone's been saying it, including you guys.
I don't see that on any posts. I don't know, man. It might be true. Maybe not. Who knows, man?
Okay, so you can neither confirm nor deny. Okay, yeah, all right.
Confirm nor deny. But nah, to answer your question, Brother Rome, I mean, it's all about growth and expansion, man. And I think we have a nice momentum now, and you got to take chances after a while, when calculated risks is what I call it.
Yeah.
So, we're doing that. We're branching out, and the people like it, and they're into it, and we're going to continue to do it and make sure that everything it pans out the right way, man. So yeah, we taking a risk. We hitting these markets. We're trying to move around and build a couple of different markets to go to. As you can see already, we're going back to Virginia again because it was a success for us. And I just think it's a testament to, what we've been able to build as a brand and a company as to where people will come out no matter where we go. And I mean, if you watch URL in the battle rap culture, you should feel compelled to show up at an event if it's close in your city, if it's an hour away, 2 hours away, 3-4 hours away, because even though, we've been the core audience has been, tuning into battle rap for, so many years, on the large scale of things is still new. And the only way that anything lasts is if we support it and keep it going. And you kind of got to look at battle rap, how people viewed hip hop when it first came out as a fad or something that wouldn't last long, but I'm proud to say that we've been pushing and going to bigger venues and taking it to different states to really, get the word out that this is here to stay and that, there's generations in this, it's crazy now how you can see guys. There's a few of the veterans that are still left that are still competitive, but now you can kind of see guys, some people slowing down like basketball players and football players where they don't have the same potency that they did when you first saw them because maybe some of them are getting older. You also see new guys who you think are prospects that are going to go to the next level that die out after the first or second season. So, you see guys who are journeymen, who've been around, who never really crossed the finish line, but never were, never did bad enough to get kicked out of the culture. So you see a myriad of different positions that MCs are playing. And that's just a testament to the growth of battle rap culture and the fact that, it is here to stay. So now you're seeing, your brothers or your cousins or your younger siblings talking about battle rap, or they have their favorites. And then, the older relatives are saying, nah, these guys are the dudes. You bugging. This generation of people is better than that generation of people. So that's good. And I look forward to, continuing to grow and, hopefully when we're having this conversation next year, there'll be another new 15 or 20 guys that we've never heard of at this point that are popping, you know what I mean? Pushing things forward. And the more people that we have, the more shows we could do and the more competition that it creates.
Right.
Okay, so since we on the topic of venues and stuff, I had seen a post that Mook had put out that he was supposed to battle in Madison Square Garden. Is there any truth to that? Like on the URL card?
Yeah, there was a company about 2 years ago who came in and they wanted to invest in a big battle rap show, and they were saying that they want one of the venues was the theater at Madison Square Garden. So it's not the Madison Square Garden. I mean, it is in Madison Square Garden, but it's not the Garden as we know it. It's not where the UFC is at and where where the Knick Games is at. It's like another room inside the Garden. So it is legitimately Madison Square Garden, but oftentimes they'll put like comedy shows in there. And I believe that has like maybe, it's like 5,000 in capacity, that side of it. It's actually where they had the infamous Source Awards where Biggie.
Okay.
If you go back, anybody go on YouTube and look up the Source Awards, and you'll see all the performances from Death Row, Biggie, and all of them. That was in that building. And they do like small boxing matches in there. They do comedy shows, like 5,000 people. So yeah, there was talk of that. There was talk of another venue called Terminal 5. But for the most part, this company came in. They were willing to put up money and, book an event. And, I guess they crunched numbers and things like that. And, they just didn't know what their return was going to be. So they kind of fell back, from actually sponsoring and going through with the event.
Right. And if we talking about growth, right, one thing I see, and I commend you on, is the diversity of the battlers that you're having from different regions. But then as you get to these places where now you're considering these different venues, you're looking at different opportunities that might arise, how has the landscape changed in terms of getting venues and getting sponsorship and things like that from when you guys first started out, or when there was a huge bag era where somebody was just dropping a bag after bag and it was all this inflation? Like, how has this sort of change on your part, just as somebody that's behind the scenes doing these deals?
Yeah, I mean, of course, when you go out of town, and a lot of people that follow the movement online, they think, oh, yeah, just get a venue. It's easy. Out of town, like North Carolina.
The fan voice. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, go ahead.
North Carolina, South Carolina, Atlanta, Florida. These markets have big venues that are easily obtainable. The issue was always that, we take a dramatic pay cut. Like even on the tickets that we're doing for Born Legacy, normally a URL ticket in New York City is $75, but out it's $50. You know what I mean? So we have to adjust to the market, and everything has to adjust. So oftentimes artists don't want to adjust their prices, so it prevents us from going certain places. Now guys want to travel and they kind of get out and they understand and they see what's going on, and then comparatively to other leagues, the prices are what they are, you know what I'm saying, in terms of payments. So there's not a big number in terms of what guys are getting paid from one league to another. Of course, the bigger leagues, are the ones that are, or the top leagues, they're kind of pay a little more than a smaller league. But it all depends, because sometimes a small league will pay a guy what he gets paid on a bigger league because everybody else on the card is getting paid. So it all works out. But to answer your question, yeah, in terms of sponsors and things, it's still obstacles that you run into even when your name gets big, because of the content and because it is graphic. It's still kind of new to them. It's a new concept, so they're afraid of it, and they think, oh, there's going to be fights, even though a lot of these same companies that you're looking for sponsorship from are supporting all these rappers talking about Xanax and lean and pills and killing and shooting and everything else under the sun that your average trap rapper with the yellow hair and stuff is doing, with the teardrops on their face and the little this and the little that and the little young this one and the little that one, little killer. And
I think it's,
those guys are still doing the same things and getting sponsors because it's mainstream music. So it's just something new. It'll take time. It'll subside.
So do you feel like I don't want to talk about money all day, but do you feel like that the era that was once the bag era, do you feel like that era is ever coming back?
What do you mean? A big payout to rappers?
Yeah, like the battle rappers, the bag era where everything was like Webster Hall was selling out that era. Like, do you feel like that's ever gonna come back?
The thing is, we still sell out. You know what I'm saying? URL still sells out. I mean, I can't speak for anyone else, so I don't know their numbers. I know that when we do an event and we plan it accordingly, we're bringing out crowds. You know what I mean? Whether it's in LA, whether it's in New York City, we bring out the crowd. They know what they're getting from us. If you've been to our events, you know, we have drastically improved over the years. You know, some people came early on, you know, and it's a battle rap event is very, very difficult to do, especially a URL event. It's a totally different dynamic than another event, you know, because like if you have an average league, they might get 100 people, maybe. If they're lucky, might show up. That's way easier to control than 1,000 people. It's a totally different thing. That's number one. Number two, you know, it depends. It's a different artist that you're working with. You know, most of the URL guys are street guys. So their entourages come, their friends, you know, the cousin from jail, my Uncle Bobby, he don't got nothing but his jail ID because you can't go on stage without Uncle Bobby. You know,
right.
I'd have left my lucky baseball hat at the hotel. It's just, you just couldn't imagine the stuff that we can't fully divulge. You know what I mean? I understand. So, you know, now we kind of have a system where even, you know, we stay in the hotel. We got people staying in the hotel, making sure the guys wake up, making sure they get to the venue on time. Just it's a whole thing.
That's a fact.
We learned a lot of experience. But I mean, if you've come to URL events in the last recent years, you know, when we start, we don't stop anymore. We go straight through the battles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the battles, they go. You know, even the private events, you know, even the last one where, you know, we had a battle rap terrorist strike.
Yeah, what the hell was that? You know, what was that about?
What it is like when you do these events, right? Mm-hmm. There's these, you know, I'm pretty sure there's some technical nerd on there waiting for me to slip up to correct me. Please correct me.
I got you.
Fine, okay? I know there's somebody in the comments, but basically what happens is when you do these events, everything is just clouds and servers, and the servers have a certain amount of space, things that they hold on to. So you have security around your servers. So what happens is there's different types of various attacks that they can put onto your servers to make them believe that thousands of people are logging in at once. So what happens is it overloads the server. Now, there is protection for this, and we had it on there. But whoever did it was pretty crafty and figured a way around it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And basically attacked our servers. So when we started and we had that delay in the beginning after the Mike P and Young Cannon match, we didn't start the matches back because we didn't want to record anything or anyone to miss anything. So although it took a couple of hours to switch servers and talk to Amazon and get things done, because as soon as it happened, Avocado was like, you're being attacked. You know what I'm saying? Like we knew right away what it was. Like when it's crazy, it's like, there's no way. It's like, you know, we've been you guys on the back end have been working. Your back end is fine. Like any issues that we ever had with pay-per-view was simply because of the programs that we had. We weren't utilizing Ustream before. So right around that time when Avocado came back, he was like, yo, why are you guys not using Ustream like you did for Loaded Lux and Charlie Clips and Hollow? Those two pay-per-views were fine. He didn't work those, but he was like, those were fine. Go back to Ustream. And the reason why we weren't using Ustream is because we had created our own program, which had the IP addresses on it to hinder the bootlegging from the culture vultures. So when we did that, we had an open-ending source, which is what the platform that we utilized. So, you know, when we were doing that, at first we weren't using Ustream, but then Ustream made it to where you could connect the two programs. So now you still see, now we don't have any issues with our pay-per-view, and you see the IP addresses on them. And if you look at the last couple of events that we've had, from Volume to Traffic to Traffic Volume 1, whatever, we haven't had any issues up until the Battle Rap terrorist attack that we had at Volume 2. So basically it was a deliberate attack to try to stop and keep the battles from the people and try to, ruin URL, of course, but we always figure a way to land on our feet. So we just sat there, we got on the phone with our back end. We have very competent people that are working, because our stuff, even Avocado would tell you, is like very advanced. Like nobody has the stuff that we have. You know what I'm saying? In terms of a back end, his streaming and eye for shooting is excellent, but our back end is solid. So once we took his suggestion and started to use Ustream again, combined with our program, that's when we stopped having problems. But what we're having this time is when we didn't have an issue, somebody was attacking our servers, trying to bring them down so that we couldn't stream out to the people. So we sat there, we kept everybody on ice, told everybody to chill. We had food, we had drinks, and we was like, yo, we're not going to, we paid mad extra money to keep the venue going, and rented it for more hours and just keep everybody occupied, fed everybody. And we just waited, had the people that run our back end get on the phone with Amazon, and we got everything rolling, switched everything over to different servers, and then we rolled. And if you watched it from the time that we rolled straight through, after I came on and said, we're back in business, let's go, we didn't have any issues or problems. Everything ran through smoothly, and we delivered on everything that we said we were going to do. All the battles happened. Everything was available on VOD after. Right. So, it was a dope event, and and that's basically what happened. So, when I say battle rap terrorists, I mean it, because these are people who are trying to keep battle rap from the people. You know, some people that are frustrated.
So and we're gonna get back to Born Legacy, because I have so many questions. And again, shout out to everybody that's on the live right now. The live is filling up. We're somewhere around 160 people just starting off, and I know P is pulling up too and everything like that. Shout out to P and everything. So I just want to do that quick little PSA, but I want to get to Volume 2 just real quick, because I think it was a dope card. I think I was always interested to know, has the pay-per-view quality's gotten better? Clearly, we've seen that. But the reception to it, the level of support, can you kind of speak to that? We don't need to know numbers or anything like that. But are you surprised or underwhelmed or overwhelmed at the amount of support the pay-per-view has gotten since the last times that you guys rolled it out?
Yeah, I mean, I think we deliver what people want to see. Bottom line, like. People always know it's a feel and an energy with URL. Like the way the battles look and the way they feel, they just feel more important on URL. When you watch them, that's where you want to see them go down there. Even if you take a battle off of URL as opposed to be on URL, I'm not saying it won't be a good battle, but it don't have the feel. It's like watching your favorite wrestlers go to another wrestling spot. It's like, but you want to see Vince McMahon and Shane and The Undertaker and the smoke and the screen and the people running down the runway. It's not the same show, So, in terms of the pay-per-view, I think that we're with decent support. We're still.
Okay. B, you still there? I feel like, did we losing?
Yeah, I don't know. He might have got a phone call.
Okay.
But,
all right, no doubt.
Hey, P, I see you in the chat, man. You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, how's it going, man? Welcome back. Welcome back. You know what I'm saying?
Welcome back, man. Welcome back, P. How's everything going, man? P be in the cup, man.
I'm sorry, guys. The phone rang and cut everything off.
Yeah, that's how.
It's all good.
In terms of the pay-per-view support, I mean, we're still building. We definitely need more, and I think that once we really get more, we'll really be able to do some amazing things, that we could do. And I just say for everybody, whatever league it is, even if it isn't URL, if there's another battle rap league that you prefer over us, support it, buy it, because we don't really have another widget that we can sell besides a performance. You know what I mean? So it's like, if it's 5, 6 joints on the card and you like 3 of them, 2 of them, you won. Well, think about the average album you buy or stream. Like, you might have an album with 16 cuts on it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And like
6 of them shits is good. Exactly. Yeah, 3
is good. So, you got to go by averages, man. And you know, anything that you want to flourish, you got to support it. You got to buy it. If you don't buy it and support it, you can't complain and cry when it's coming out for free. Oh my God, yeah. Break out of it. You like battle rap. You love battle rap. This is what you want to. This is what you like. Put your dollars towards that. You know what I'm saying? Come out of the psychology of this has to be for free. This is low level, and this is this, and you want to dog it and rip it, but you watch it every day. You're tweeting about it. You're going in chats. You're having debates. You're going on, websites and listening to radio shows. This is obviously something that consumes your time. So if you want it to get bigger, you got to support it.
That's a fact.
Okay.
Without a doubt, man. Without a doubt. And I'm gonna cycle back to Beasley. It's a ton of questions that's on deck. Everybody's out there, the listeners. I'm collecting you guys' questions so we can go through a lot of that stuff.
Everything.
And we gonna go through it. But I do wanna. P, what's going on with you, bro?
I'm alive. I'm good to go, man.
Okay.
Listen to my bro.
Silent assassin.
All right, so man, let's get to it, man.
Yeah. Let's get to the hot.
Murder Mook, Beasley, what we doing?
What are we doing with Murder Mook? I mean, that's an ongoing negotiation.
What do you mean by negotiation, though? Because literally, they both went back and forth on Twitter and said that it's up to y'all. Like, literally, like, Surf said he's ready, Mook said he's ready.
You can say, anybody can say it's up to you, and then, set a price. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could say, hey, it's up to you. I got $300, but it's up to you guys. What does that mean? You know what I'm saying? It's still,
so pretty much you're saying that Mook is saying like, yo, it's up to y'all, but like, I need $9 billion.
This is the problem. He has, in all fairness, he has come down on his price, and we are in the ballpark of finally getting it done. But where the issues lie is that now you have another person who's kind of the Murder Mook of this era in Surf. And now he wants to get a certain amount of money. He's not going to have that much of a disparity in pay from what Murder Mook wants. You feel what I'm saying? He's not like clicking his heels like, oh my God, Murder Mook, I'll take $3,000. Book me to know. He's not doing that. You know what I'm saying? So now, if you have, I don't want to put any numbers out there, but if you have, let's just say you have a high number, and then Surf takes 20% less or 25% less of what Mook is being paid, you still have a battle that can basically, I could do 2 cards with that type of money. 2 full action-packed cards. So, is it worth, do the people want it that bad? That's the main question that I want to ask. Is it like, does it need to happen for the century of battle rap?
No, stop it.
It's conflicted opinions
but that's
here.
one opinion. No, I'm not saying it doesn't or it does, because I'm entertaining it, because I'm trying to do it for the people. But what I'm saying is, how expensive do we have to dig? Or is it a way to where if people want to donate to bring, to make it happen, it can happen. There's millions of people that watch battle rap. If everybody, wants to contribute or put money up, to make it work, we could do it. We'll put up a significant amount of money. But like I said, everything is calculated risks, and I'm not going to sacrifice one match to put us in danger. You know what I'm saying? For a match that we don't even know the outcome of. It could be a great match. It could be a dud. So anything can happen. And that's not a knock on either one of their talents. They're both super talented MCs, and if they weren't, we wouldn't be taking
But it's reality
into consideration. But I'm just saying it's a reality in every match we book. Every match that you're excited about that's coming out right now, there's a potential for it not to be good. Every match that's booked in battle rap, period, not just on URL, there's potential for it to be trash or potential for it to be a classic. Even if you don't like the matchup or think it's going to be good, there's a potential for it to be a great match. And even if you see a matchup that people have been waiting for that you think is perfect, it can really end up being trash. So you just never know what you're going to get. It's just like that with sports, boxing, UFC, anything, football, any competitive sport. You never know what the outcome of something is going to be, so it's always a risk. But I just don't know how much of a risk is the risk worth, what's there, and does it bring in any more followers or generate anything more than what we normally do?
Mook.
I feel like a couple of years ago, if this would have happened, I feel like it definitely would have. But I feel like right now, because these new fans, like they don't really respect Mook like that. These new fans, so I can understand where you're coming from. So I don't really know, but I think it's definitely a battle that's worth it. But I wouldn't. If you could pay 2 cards for one battle in this era, nah, no chance. It's no battle worth that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Tone, what you think?
I mean, I think it's a fact. I don't know what demand looks like anymore, because at some point, and I said this as a Mook fan, as Mook being one of the reasons why I watch this, at some point, man, I can only be excited for so long as I see new talent developing, as I see what Gotti's going to turn into, as I see what Snake Eyes is about to turn into, and all these guys that's ready for a big push, and the marquee matchups that we getting on top of that. Mook, you've been, it's hard. You've skipped like 3-4 eras. You know what I'm saying? I can't, how can I continue to be excited about that? That's my thing.
and that's why it's will it really sell as much as people?
It's definitely going to sell. Surf and Mook
it is going to sell. It stops everything.
That's not a question.
It will stop everything. That's
the minute that battle get announced, everything stops. Like it don't matter. It will stop everything. But
that's what people said about Arson Hollow rematch, and then people saying Twerk and Verbal.
Nobody
not even on the same plan.
Nobody on.
See what Rome does in front of company.
People were saying that was the main event.
Nobody on this plan.
After battle happened,
it's never been discussed at any point. But still, I mean, I still think there's a contingent of fans that want to see it. But I get what's going on in terms of the demand and stuff like that. Now, P, I wanna I gotta we do the hot seat. We got a question for you, man. First of all, kudos to the development. I think the development of the guys that are now currently looked at as sophomores, the guys are on this Born Legacy card, which is in North Carolina. Now, I would be remiss if I did not ask Brizz and T-Top, the Road Warriors.
Hold on.
The quintessential Road Warriors, the guys with perfect attendance we've been putting on. Why are they not featured on this card? I have to ask that as a fan.
I got you. First off, I'm gonna let Beasley answer that question because Brizz and T-Top have graduated beyond P's realm. I don't really those guys. Those are superstar guys. I don't deal with those guys.
I mean, originally they weren't. Originally, we weren't doing a card in NC. It was just a card. You know what I'm saying? It was just, we knew we was going to do a card. So,
you just cut out.
We'll get back to it. We'll get back to it.
Got that phone call.
Oh yeah.
While you waiting for him to come back, you said kudos to the development of these new guys.
Oh yeah.
I appreciate it, but that's myself along with Norbs. Even Bills, Bills is an instrumental part, in developing some of these guys.
Shout out to Bills.
A lot of the up and coming talent you guys seen, a lot of them come from Body Bag Battle League, 3BL in North Carolina. Weezy, Jack Boy, Joe, a lot of these guys, that's their home league. R Street, Holmesy the guy, a lot of these guys are from that league. Now, what I will say is, and not only thank you, but it's a little funny. I wish Posey was on here tonight. Posey's not here tonight.
Oh yeah, now Posey's pulling up in a minute. He's on
his way. He's about to pull up.
Yeah, I wish he was on right now because it's funny. The process that we take these guys through when we're trying to develop them to become, what you guys see them to be now. Oh man, we get beat up so bad. Beat up so bad because Snake Eyes is not it. Louisi is not it. Rome, you was there for Geechee Gotti's first PG.
Yeah,
it looked like he wasn't it. Jerry West, like New Jersey. His name is Twerk. Oh my God, he's just gas.
Well, let's go through it. Let's get through it.
Like, this is I'm glad that you guys are coming along and starting to see the development, but the key word is development. You have to give these guys time to develop into what you're now seeing now. They're not supposed to come in and be who Averb is right now. Averb didn't come in and be who he was, the superstar we knew him to be from the very first time you saw him. But I'm glad that's something you guys are starting to see.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I'd always said, when it comes to development, you give guys a chance to cook. We always have these conversations about folks being on the bubble, on the chopping block, things like that. And we have those conversations, but you realize, like, look, it's a process. Let's let it play out for a little bit. But at what point do you let people, you kind of say, all right, we've seen it, we know we're going to get here. I think we all set. Is that vary? Is that on a case by case basis? Like,
it's a case by case basis, but you also have to understand, like, if you watch wrestling, for instance, there's only one Hulk Hogan. There's only one Ultimate Warrior. There's only one Ric Flair. But then you have your Coco Bewares and your Junkyard Dogs, and and I'm not putting anybody down because I'm not going to compare any particular battle rapper to these people. But what I'm saying is you have your superstars, you have your stars, and then you have your average guys. Right? Like SummerSlam and SummerSlam, that's like where the superstars. This is where the superstars wrestle each other.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The superstars don't wrestle each other on Monday Night Raw. They don't do that. Every once in a while, you'll see that happen. But that also always ends up in a disqualification at the end and builds to the storyline leading up to SummerSlam or whatever the big event is going to be. The point that I'm making is you got to have some B-listers. You have to have some B-listers, man. And that's even part of the development. Because guess what? Hulk Hogan isn't going to wrestle The Rock when he first came to the WWF. He's not going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
The Rock has to wrestle some of the mid-tier guys before he can make his way up to a Hulk Hogan or Ultimate Warrior or whoever is at the top at the time.
Right.
So the point that I'm making here is some of these guys I kind of see what you're saying. Like, well, how many chances does someone get?
Yeah.
Well, some of these guys that get a lot of chances, if you really look at them, they may not necessarily be superstars, but they're very, very solid individuals. These are individuals that if they weren't here, they go to another league and they could easily be stars in other places. But these are good quality guys. If that answers your question.
Yeah, it does. And I like how you said the WWE notion, because one thing we know about WWE is that they do a very good job of controlling brands and protecting their assets. And in the vein of that, we're going to keep the same energy up here. Why hasn't because the narrative is the narrative amongst the fans is that we're sorry, Rome, I gotta say it, that we're protecting New Jersey Twerk with this wavy battle not being released yet. So I wanna get clear on that. I know you don't have all the keys to the kingdom in that notion, and I want to see what Beasley says. But why haven't we seen the wavy battle yet? Are we holding that battle up? Like, what's the deal?
Did you see Brizz and O-Red?
Nope. No, I haven't seen that still.
Well, why ain't nobody say we protecting either one of them?
But that's a different
thing. Same thing with Beat Magic and Nav.
That's very different.
The point that I'm making is that battle happened before Wavy and Twerk. It's still not out.
Okay.
Yeah. Why not question me about that?
But because because the backstory is coming into the battle, Wavy was supposed to get killed. We hadn't seen Wavy for multiple events besides the bill collector situation. And Twerk is a marquee guy, and the narrative is that you guys are protecting him.
I'm stop you. Hold on. First of all, I booked that battle personally.
Okay.
Rome knows this.
That's a fact.
And when I booked it, Rome asked me, why Wavy though? And I told Rome, why Wavy? And I also told Rome, don't be surprised at the result that you get. And that result happened, did it not?
It happened.
Okay. So to imply that Twerk's being protected because people will say that he lost, that would make a difference to me because I kind of predicted that in the beginning. Did I not, Rome?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he predicted it.
So you predicted that would be a close match, and I do actually remember you saying, like, we had the conversation about it too, because I said before, I said to people, y'all might got Wavy fucked up, because I only seen that man lose one battle in my lifetime, but the battle being the way that it was, and him winning champion of the night.
Hey, y'all, I'm back. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, loud and clear.
We got you, these.
Where did we get cut off at? What part did we cut off at? I repeat it again, so when you do the edit, everything will be smooth.
Yeah. That's
So to answer your question, Brizz, Rothstein, and T-Top were both offered battles on this card. Initially, it wasn't supposed to be even in the Carolinas. It was just a card, you know what I'm saying? But we just couldn't come to terms on certain opponents and other stipulations within the contracts so that it would be able to happen. But it wasn't a planned Carolina card. It was just a card that we were putting together, and we didn't know what we were going to do it. We just figured we weren't going to do it in New York City. The majority of this card came together within the last couple of weeks, really more so turning up right after we had Volume 2. Brizz guys were offered, battles at that time. And, they said that, they wanted to make sure that when they came into the market, they had enough time to prepare, to do the best job in their hometown market. And they just didn't think that, 6 weeks, 5-6 weeks was enough. You know what I mean? But the majority of the card was booked within that time. Even Geechee Gotti just jumped on the card a day or two before the trailer dropped. Cortez just got, his deposit a week and a half ago. You know what I mean? So the majority of the math too. So the majority of the card was just kind of put together right after. And generally we promote much longer. But the card just came together. So, they were definitely offered matches. It's just that we couldn't come to terms. I'm not saying that it's their fault. I'm not saying that it's ours. But everybody, please understand that in these negotiations, it's not so cut and dry where you just call up and say, hey, book the people. Oftentimes, and I'm not just talking about Brizz or T-Top, but just all MCs in general, you offer one guy a battle, he says, oh, he's not doing anything for my career. I'm not going to take him. I'd be giving him a shot if I take him. He's too small of an opponent. Why can't you get this guy? Then the guys that they want to battle, they're not available, or they charge too much money for this type of card. And, you put someone else. So I'm not interested in him. I'm not motivated in him. You know what I mean? So this is what happens with all MCs. I'm not, saying that this is what happened in this particular case, but these are some of the issues that we faced where they may feel certain opponents are better for them. We may feel certain opponents aren't for us as a company. So it goes back and forth. And we just, between the two, we even as recent as today, we were trying to still see if we can put something together, but it just didn't happen on this one.
I mean, do you think that now I came up with a little bit of an idea. Is there any way that they could do a 2-on-2 on the card?
I mean, that would be great. You know what I'm saying? But it would all depend upon them, actually agreeing to do that and, saying if they had the time to do it. I don't know if they would want to do it. I think it was a time issue. I think they felt that, maybe they, some MCs take longer than others to prepare. And that's why they're more successful, at certain things. So, I mean, generally, I just don't think it's enough time. You know what I mean? I honestly don't know if it's enough time for them. I would love for them to be on the card. You know what I mean? But this one, I just don't think it's going to happen. You know, it was a lot of back and forth in the negotiation, but they're already booked on other events that you'll be getting notifications about. So, you know, it was just this particular event. You know, I guess they didn't maybe expect it to take off as quickly and blow up as quickly as it did. So then time progressed, and then, you know, with negotiations and stipulations and things that people wanted or thought was in their best interest, it just didn't pan out for everybody. So it wasn't like an amicable situation for either party. So I'm not saying that, you know, it's their fault. I'm not saying that it's our fault. It's just we couldn't come to terms on stuff. And sometimes you just got to walk away from the table. So, you know, they'll just come out and enjoy their matches, and they'll be in the building, you know,
but they enjoying
themselves.
And Bees, you know, not to cut you off here, but they did express interest in being a part of it being their hometown.
They were offered battles.
Okay.
They were offered battles.
They were offered situations. Okay.
They were offered battles and numerous opponents.
Okay.
Yes.
Numerous opponents, you guys hear that? Numerous opponents, numerous situations, couldn't see eye to eye in the negotiations and things like that. I understand that totally. And now just me putting my fan hat on, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say I was killing y'all, but I was upset. I'm going to be honest, because I watched these dudes from square one when they was the New Jersey Twerks and Snake Eyes of their respective positions and running through the South and all that shit, grinding to get where they got. And I'm like, well, damn, we have a card in North Carolina, no Brizz, no T-Top. It just it felt wrong to me. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to hear that y'all worked on something, you know?
Yeah, I mean, of course, you know what I'm saying? You know, situations are made, offers were made, you know, but I'm not saying because they turned down the offers that were made that they were wrong. They're picking what they feel is best for their career opponents, you know, but some of the opponents weren't available. Some, you know, so it wasn't that, you know, they made offers and we tried to accommodate the offers that they made on opponents. But, you know, some of the opponents were booked. Some guys didn't want to battle it, didn't want to take any battles right now. You know what I mean? So it was just different things. And certain opponents that I suggested, that's not someone I want to battle.
Right.
You know what I mean? And certain people that they want to battle, I'm like, that's not somebody that we want here, or we're not interested in that particular person battling. So, you know.
Well, now I gotta, I'm sorry. I gotta do my own editorializing here. I gotta say, T-Top, Brizz, it's your hometown, bro. I feel like if you're gonna compromise on something, having the battle, having URL come to your hometown, you were marquee players, great all-around MCs who've given us great moments. I mean, I'm not saying take whatever they give you, but damn, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how much haggling went on with the situation, but I would think you would want to do your best to be on that card. You know, so now I got to look back at them, you know? So it's...
right. And again, listen, I'm not here to shift blame. I'm not here to say that, you know, that they were, you know, in the wrong. I'm not saying that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that there were offers made. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure they have their perspective of how things went. Maybe they felt it wasn't enough time being offered. But I'm telling you, and I can clearly prove this, that they were offered the same amount of time or more time than others that are on the card right now.
Wow.
Clearly. I can prove it. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, offer more time.
What I'm saying is,
you just said DG and JC.
Hold on, Ron. What you mean? Go ahead, though.
What I'm saying is that they were offered battles, you know what I'm saying, at the same time or before other people that are on the card that were offered battles. You know what I mean? But maybe the opponents that are being offered weren't the right opponents, or they needed more preparation time, or they didn't like certain opponents. You know, they suggested certain opponents to us, in all fairness. You know what I mean? And some of the opponents that they suggested weren't available, or maybe we didn't like for this particular card. So we couldn't come to terms on what we would do with, you know, what was going on. So it wasn't, I'm not here to say, oh, it's their fault. You know what I'm saying? URL is the innocent one. But what I am saying is, in terms of time being offered and battles being accepted, they would definitely offer battles in over a month of time. I can prove it. Like, if I have to, I can for sure prove it. You know what I mean? And I know, and I can also, to let you know that, if you know Geechee Gotti's situation, he just got out. He just came home, like not even 10 days. Right. You know what I'm saying? He's on the card. You know what I'm saying? He got a call. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, we made offers to various people. You could JC. He found out the same day that Geechee Gotti did. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they're on the card. You know what I'm saying? So it's not as if, it was a time thing. So I don't ever want that to be. I just want to make it clear. There were negotiation issues, but it was never a time thing. Now maybe it was a time thing, and you could say, "Yo, I didn't have a month or 5 weeks. It's too short for me for my style of writing."
Right.
Understandable, but everyone that accepted pretty much took that same amount of time to know. You know what I'm saying? That they were going to be prepared. Some were booked earlier. There was like 2 or 3 of them that were booked like before Volume 2,
right?
And the majority got booked after Volume 2.
And there's 2 things I want to say. First of all, I'm glad that you broke that down, because you probably saved yourself a little bit more. The hate mail's still gonna come, but you probably saved yourself a whole stack of hate mail. Second of all, I think as fans and as people, and I'm included in that because I'm not above any fan of the culture. But as fans, sometimes we think that y'all have infinite amount of time and that y'all can just snap your fingers and make things happen, right? Because you have that sort of clout. That's how much respect we feel like they should have for y'all. You know what I mean? So it's interesting hearing this type of stuff. You know what I mean? But it's good that y'all was able to work on that situation. Now, and before you had popped back on, Bees, we was going through with P. And I want to revisit that this question I had about the Wavy battle and some the drops and stuff like that with Twerk.
I'm ready.
Yeah, right. So I think where we were was, you had made the point about the Brizz and Old Red battles not dropping, and the Magic battle not dropping, and why fans weren't clamoring for that. I think the narrative there is completely different. Wavy we hadn't seen for a while. Right. We seen him last time. We seen him against Bill Collector in a battle that I admittedly love Bill. I don't think that was the greatest showing of his talent. And then before that, he was ducked twice at events that I attended that I wanted to see him battling. And coming into it, he was supposed to get killed. Right. He ends up winning Champion of the Night. We get every battle mostly from that card except for his in the battle with Jerry West and Jack Boy. So it's like
and chess blew easy.
Right. But the issue becomes when you see, we know that you guys have a whole schedule of things you're going to release, presumably, fans are going to be expecting to see, the guys on the cards and stuff like that. Why are we not getting,
I got you.
What, you know what I'm saying? If we get hypothetically speaking, if we get an announcement that Twerk is going to be on the next big card, and then that battle gets lost in the shuffle, it almost feels like it's strategic.
I got you.
All right.
Old Red and Brizz Ross is not out. Old Red was on Smack Volume 2, same as Twerk was. Same thing. Neither battle came out, right? Now, to address whether or not Twerk is in witness protection, he's not in witness protection, right? The battles are going to come out, and it will be perceived however it's going to be perceived. And I'm going to predict this right now, because in the battle rap culture that I'm paying attention to now, when something happens on camera, or when people see it live, whether it's in the building or on pay-per-view, they say, "Oh man, this happened." When this battle comes out on camera, a lot of people are going to lean back towards Twerk. It happens almost every single battle. Like, we know this is going to happen. It's not like we're protecting him away. You're going to see it. And when you see it, you're going to have whatever opinion that you want to have.
Right.
And I'm predicting that most people, because most people want to say that he lost, most people are going to lean to the fact that he won. Because that's the way I've seen things going. Almost every, T-Top beat JC clearly. And then it comes out and then people start saying something different. Goods beat T-Top clearly. And then it comes out and people say something different. Almost every battle where something was supposedly happening clearly, it drops and then people say something different.
Right.
You know?
Mm-hmm. JC and Rum Nitty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All of these battles. You know? But like I said, Old Red and Twerk were both on Smack Volume 2, and neither battle came out before Smack Volume 2. And as of right now, this conversation have not dropped.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. And I think that's fair. Me as a fan, I want to see that, because I just really felt bad for Wavy and him being ducked those couple times, because I think that kind of it didn't kill his career or anything like that, but it definitely it was a significant strain. Had he battled Young Ill and Clean in battles that he likely would have won, you know what I mean? I think he's in a different place right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Well, look, I'm excited for Wavy too, you know, but it's not like his work went for naught. The battle is still going to drop. People are still going to see it. Not to mention, he has a battle coming up. June 2nd, Survivor Series versus Chef Trez. Mm-hmm. And he's headlining again. You know, Mr. Wavy's fine. Trust me.
Okay.
And he ain't missing. I talked to Wavy on the regular. He hasn't complained one time about this battle not being out. Not one time.
Right. But Wavy might be the most patient battler in all of battle rap. I got to give him that. But okay. So we talked about growth. We talked about expansion and development and stuff like that. Moving across cities, I do have a theory, and I'll throw this to either Bees or P on this. New York gets a lot of flack, and yeah, I'm gonna put my New York bias hat on. That we bias and URL, y'all should have been traveled more and stuff like that because X, Y, and Z. My theory is just like what happened in the DMV. New York is gonna travel to these different regions y'all about to be at and make work happen. Like they're gonna do it. That's what I think. So when you have these road trips, you have these guys going on the road that normally end up just staying in the Mecca. Are you looking at their performance specifically to see if they can handle that pressure on the road, just as bookers, as you know, people that's putting these cars together?
I'm gonna let Beasley take that.
So the question is, you said with taking things on the road. What was the question? Yeah,
so it's more so that when you have these road games, because a lot of the guys that come from the Northeast, especially, are having to be in your Carolinas, your Californias and things like that. And as y'all expand the map, you know what I mean? Are you looking at, like, when you have those road games, are you looking at the say Gotti battling over in North Carolina? Are you looking to see if that style translates? Or like what is it thinking when you book in the matchups? Like, is it extra focus paid on if the style can really, work in a different crowd outside of their hometown?
Nah, I don't really I don't really say, okay, he's not going to work, because generally I try to pick guys that all work with each other, because ultimately we want them all to battle each other, to become bigger stars, to move to the bigger stages. You know what I mean? Because let's face it, battle rap is like the mainstream rap game or sports. Guys come in, they're stars. Some guys are Jay-Z, you know what I mean? And others are, I don't know, a fly-by-night dance track. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You just don't know who's going to last. We can't predict what the people are going to like. You can book somebody, 5, 6, 7 times. Don't catch, they don't catch. But we don't really do that, because ultimately the world is going to see it and they have to click with it. So regionally, we don't really think about that when we go to these towns. We just put the show on and we bring a show to town. It's like, a concert, a rock and roll concert. They come into every city, every town across the country that they think, will make sense. And they're setting up the show and they're doing the show. And then, people come out and they see the show. So
right.
That's what we're doing, and we're just moving from region to region and putting on a show. URL's a show. It's a great show. People watch it online, but they want to see it live. If you're in the area, we expect to see you, man. So I'm giving another shameless plug, May the 12th, man. I want to see everybody in the building, from Virginia to North Carolina, South Carolina, all the towns in the surrounding areas, because this is the first time that URL is coming to the area. Y'all need to be there. So come on through.
Right. And another question I had, following volume 2, one of the big critiques, I don't know if maybe it's just a theater critique or whatever, is that the room was filled with bloggers and media people in the know, and then friends of friends and things like that, right? Will there ever be a chance for fans to like maybe win tickets to be there or something like that, or the volume settings and things like that to be able to experience that? Have you guys sort of thought about that, or just that atmosphere in general?
We trying, man, but like, yo, man, we have people just flying into Orlando, sticking around the hotel, trying to show up and, be outside in front of the venue, like, yo, let me go, man. I flew all the way from, you know what I mean? So it gets crazy. So once you have, damn, bro, you just really gonna throw that man under the bus like that?
Nah, he proud of it, man. He already said he pulling up to the next 3 events. #uninvited, man. That's what he doing, man. Shout out
to him. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, it wasn't just him. It was a lot of people doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a fact. There was a lot of people. You're right.
So, for the most part, we try to do that, and we know so many people, you know what I mean? So it's just like, then you don't let the bloggers in or the media. Oh, that's messed up. URL would do that to us. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm, so it puts us in a tough situation, man. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, we plan on doing a private event where we sell 100 tickets just to count it. You know what I mean? Do it like that.
Yeah.
So.
Well, to add on to what Beasley said earlier, he was talking about the logistics of running these big events with these, and the difference between the events that we run with thousands of people and hundreds of people to thousands, and some of the smaller leagues that are dealing with much smaller crowds. Mm-hmm. You have to remember that Smack Volume 2 was a private event. It was in Orlando, Florida, at a private location. That location was not advertised. Mm-hmm. We had the same number of people that are at some leagues, some smaller leagues, big events that advertise the locations and sells tickets to an event that we didn't sell a ticket to that was private. Mm-hmm. It was packed. It was packed, and towards the end, it was packed in there. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I just want it just goes to show like the difference. Like, this is an event nobody was supposed to know where we were at. We were in Orlando. People flew out to that. Some of these people, I'm not gonna name any names, asked us beforehand, "Hey, can I get in?" Like, "Nah, man, we don't have room. We're at capacity." "Well, I'm still coming, man. Maybe I can get in."
Dang,
it's that crazy.
It is crazy, and there's part of me that always thinks, for whatever reason, the culture thinks no crowd is good enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what that is. It's like, no crowd is good enough. If y'all didn't cheer for the guy, I think one more, then y'all was biased or y'all was asleep. And it's just, I don't know. I don't know how much control y'all have over that.
Then if you don't have anybody there, oh, this is boring.
Right.
Should have had people there. Mm-hmm. So it's like, you're never going to make anybody happy. Like, it's just never, you know what I mean? It's never going to make anyone happy. So you just have to do the best that you can do. And I think the Volume series is definitely different than Irving Plaza.
Yeah.
You definitely could hear what was going on in the Volume series. You definitely knew what was up. So I think both of them were a success. I really enjoyed both of them. I really had fun time shooting them and doing them. They were really good events.
So I have a list of locations for possible volumes. I'm thinking St. Louis. I'm thinking Philadelphia. I'm thinking Detroit.
Right.
Volumes or Born Legacies type situations, Survivor Series. What is are those locations on the list of places to travel? You know what I'm saying? Or has it been consideration to those bigger cities that really have a good battle rap community around them?
I mean, they're private events. So to me, it could be Connecticut. It could be in anywhere.
Well, yeah. What about the Born Legacy and Survivor Series then? Yeah,
of course. I mean, like I said, man, it's all relative to who we think has an active battle rap community that's going to come out, support the events, and based on travel and expenses and everything. These are all the variables that go into determining where an event is going to be, you know.
Right. Because, you know, shout out to Philly, but they in the comments, man, they like, yo, what is taking so long? Come to Philly. Shout out to my Eagles. But, yeah, go ahead, Pete. My bad. Go ahead.
I actually got a question for you guys.
Okay.
You know, Smack Volume 2, Beasley really worked. Like, y'all have no idea how hard he worked to make that event an actual show. From the pre-show to the post-show to the face-off, everything that, you know, he put in there. What did y'all think about that?
Rome, go ahead, bro.
You said, what did I think about Smack putting all that work in?
No. This was Beasley. No, it's a team. But that post-show, pre-show, face-off portion,
it was awesome. It was awesome, and I think the next time is going to be even better because the battlers are really going to know like how the first one went, so they're going to be able to be like, okay, we know what's up. And like I'm pretty sure, I think you guys said it. You guys are going to be having that for the rest of these as well, right? For the Born Legacy Supreme and also for the DMV Survivor Series.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
are you guys also going to have face-offs for Noam as well?
Yes, we are.
Okay, awesome. Well, that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, if you guys are gonna be doing it every single event, and they're all shot by Avocado, I'm guessing.
Well, Avocado didn't shoot the face-offs. My man JB did that. He's another guy on our team who's really also shot the recent ciphers that you've been seeing that are crazy. And we got some other dope. I don't know, you guys saw the Goonie cipher and T-Top and the rest of the guys. That was all shot by my man JB, who's another whiz, you know what I'm saying, the technical whiz.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean, look out for that. And he's the one who did the face-offs and, you know, set that up. So he'll still be on deck doing those. And
okay, but I was asking about the actual battles, though. Avocado's going to be filming all three events?
Avocado's definitely, yes.
Okay, so there's going to be pay-per-view for all the events?
Yes, there will be.
Awesome. That's awesome.
So my perception of the event overall is, you know, and I guess I'll sort of temper what I'm going to say with, there's some things that are outside the quality of battles is outside of your control. You're not you're not helping the MCs right. You're not making sure that they all good or whatever. Now with that being said, I think overall the performances are okay. Disappointed in Big K. I'm not going to lie. There was a level of seriousness there that I felt like was missing. The face-offs, I like the concept. I like the pregame, you know, show kind of warming everybody up. My only critique on that is, especially if media is there, you know, a list of questions, you know what I'm saying? Like it seemed like, well, we wanted to kind of have it on the spot and stuff like that. I think with some of the matchups, especially Hollow and Arsenal, you know, they gonna talk this shit anyway, so I get it. But some of the guys who aren't as seasoned in that type of environment, I think it kind of showed, you know, a little bit. Their inability to sort of articulate and things like that. There was a variance there, and if I could offer one constructive critique, is to have those questions on deck to kind of, you know, so people already kind of know, you know, what they going into, you know what I mean, or just so you're not freestyling it during the pay-per-view. It kind of showed a bit, but I think the presentation was good. I like the camera work. I like the setting. I like the atmosphere and stuff like that. When you do this smaller situation here, I am a little bit surprised at the amount of cheering and you know, I mean, I'm not a cheer Nazi or nothing like that, but it starts to get into the realm of no diss till we go hard. It's kind of gets into that territory where it's like, man, it's a lot of, you know, it's just like a lot going on with the crowd. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how you police that or if you even want to, but I thought going into it would be a little bit more subdued, you know?
I think the big thing with that from being at Volume 2 was the entourages. It wasn't so much the people that was just there to be there or that were already going to be there that were quote unquote gassing. I feel like it was more the entourages themselves. If it's anybody, like it's the 10 people you brought with you. I don't know how 10 people, like that's another thing. Like I don't know. I think that just got to chill out with how many people you can actually bring.
Yeah, is there a limit on that? You guys, because
I'm not gonna lie, an Arson Hollow battle, like it was a lot of entourage of people. Like it was a lot of people that were not there.
This is what happened. Then, yo, my people. I can't go with my uncle and my cousin. You know what I'm saying? It just never stops.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's on all levels. I mean, in theory, you know, it sounds good, but then when the guy's outside and he doesn't want to go in because his uncle can't come and he doesn't have ID, and you gotta talk to the bouncer to get the uncle in, and it's just you can't imagine, man.
Right.
But I mean, I guess moving forward, you know, we'll definitely try to police that and make sure that we can get more of that effect. I mean, I still was happy with a little bit of crowd yelling and participation, because I do think, you know, the artists feed off the crowd. You know, I've seen battle events where it's just been like the host and 2 MCs on the stage and it's mad empty. That shit is boring. You know what I mean? I've done battles like that myself. You know, that shit's boring. Because it's like, you don't get no feel off of it. You know what I mean? Like, you want to feel, you know, like, I was, you know, at one of the events, I believe it was Gnome 5. You know, there was a gentleman that came up to me after the show. Older guy, you know what I'm saying? In his 50s, gray hair and everything. Yo, I've been watching y'all for years. Mm-hmm. He's like, URL? He's like, the reason why I like it, he said, because I feel like somebody came in with a giant forklift on the block and just scooped up the whole sidewalk and then dropped it in the Urban Plaza. Like, I feel like when I'm watching it, I feel like a fight's going to break out. I see the grimy characters in the background. I see the guys that are there for the battle. I see the guys that just want to be on stage from the block that don't even know what's going on the battle. Like, all of those, they looking around to make sure the other guys don't try to get too close to their friends. He's like, all that tension and energy is what makes it what it is. You know what I mean? He's like, so it's like you feel like you're watching a battle on a street corner. He said, and that's what makes it exciting. He said, that's what I like about it. So, you know, we try and try to keep that element in there.
Okay. No, it's good to incorporate that. And what I will say too, I like the fact that y'all didn't go all marquee names. Now, I'm a little bit different than maybe some of the other fans out there, but I like the fact that YK and Mike P was on that card. I like the Hollow rematch. You know, I like that it wasn't just your big super top tier names in that situation. You know what I'm saying? And you incorporated those grudges and you gave guys shots on that thing again. Were there other veterans maybe that came around since the old Smack days that, you know, that you guys had maybe given the opportunity to? I mean, now that the event is over and stuff like that, if you could shed light on maybe some of the things that might have gone down or you know, you don't have to say any names, but, you know, by all means.
There was certain guys that called when, you know, battle rap is weird, like it's trending. So like when you introduce something new into the marketplace, everybody wants to be a part of it. So they all have bragging rights to be able to say, oh, you wasn't on the Volume series. They didn't call you for that. I've been on Summer Madness, Gnome, Double Impact. Yeah, but you didn't do the Volume series. You know, so now you have guys calling. I mean, look what happened with Murder Mook. Look how excited he got.
Right.
Once he started Volume series, he started tweeting, oh, I'll do the small room. Let's go. Set it up.
Look what happened with Born Legacy.
Right.
Think about the first couple Born Legacies.
It was new.
We got Shotgun Suge, Charlie Clips. You know, we got some names on Born Legacy now.
Yeah.
That's a fact. I vividly remember having the debate with Beasley about Born Legacy, the third biggest imprint in battle rap. Like, honestly, Bees, I think Traffic might be a bigger deal than Born Legacy as it stands right now. But that's just me personally. I love the Traffic series. Like, I really do.
I mean, Traffic. At the time when I said that, Traffic wasn't a bigger event. You know what I mean? But now it might.
Oh, you kind of cutting out.
It might be. Oh, I'm sorry. Is this better?
Yeah, you better now.
I said when I made that statement, traffic was still small. You know, remember traffic had to grow for like 2 years in order to become what it is. You know what I mean? So when I made that statement, it was the third biggest imprint in battle rap, but we're just getting back started with Born Legacy. So maybe Born Legacy and Traffic can try and compete for the third biggest slot within battle rap. You know, Summer Madness, Gnome, however you want to place them, are the two biggest, and then for sure, Born Legacy is right behind it, or Traffic, as you said.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but wait till you see Initiation, baby.
That's a fact.
Y'all killing me with these names, man. Y'all, what Beasley? What you watching? Like Godfather and like what do you watching?
You breaking up, Tony, bro? Yeah, you the one cutting out.
Initiation and then you got Born Legacy. Like what movies you been watching for these titles, man? Y'all killing me with these.
Man, KG shout to KG the poet. He came up with Initiation. That was his theme. You know, Born Legacy. I just like names with impact. You know what I'm saying? They gotta have a feel to it. You know what I'm saying? Everything that we do or that we put on, it's a feel, it's a vibe that we create. Like I get on the phone with P, Norbs, or me, P, Chico, and we talk about shit for hours. We connect our minds, we link up. It's like Voltron. You know what I'm saying? And we hash out ideas and thoughts and marketing strategy. And these are things that are well thought out. You know what I'm saying? That's why people get excited about them, because they make sense. And they're things that set the pace. It sets the trend.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember when we first did trailers, people were laughing at us. Oh, you're doing a trailer? It's just a battle. Just throw it out. Right. And then now it's commonplace to do trailers. Then we started doing release trailers when battles are going to drop. Then now that's a commonplace thing to do a release trailer.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Then we started really pushing the social media envelope. Now that's commonplace to do that. You know what I mean? So you take advantage of the technology that's afforded to you. I'm sure somebody will be coming with the pre-show idea.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to happen. You know,
so
just give us a little logo placement. You know what I'm saying, and we'll be cool.
Right. And I'm collecting questions from the society here, so we could just go through these real quick. My man, the realist, is asking, are we gonna get another month similar to Smack Madness? Are we gonna, because the reception on that was pretty good.
You're gonna get Mayhem is gonna be more so the battles that haven't come out yet. You know, joints that you're looking for, Brizz Rothstein, No Red, Mr. Wavy and Twerk. You know, a lot of stuff that we had in the stash. I don't know if it's going to be as intense as Smack Madness, but it'll definitely be a starting point. And, keep in mind, it's really to promote the season. You know what I mean? So you're going to get battles, but it's not going to be as many battles as you're getting. Right now, you're not getting any battles. You haven't got anything because we were letting the VOD play out from Volume 2. We want people to focus on that. And now we're about to start back up with releasing some of the battles.
Mm-hmm.
And, it will definitely, to answer this question, there will definitely be more battles than normal, but it won't be as intense as Smack Mad. Be dope.
Right. And P, this next one is for you. Will we get another extension? And this is from JLB Visuals. Will we get another extension? When is the next one? Because we got to get some people up out of here. And what do you say?
Another extension?
Yes, sir.
If I have to do it, no.
Wait, what?
If I have to do it, no.
Why?
Because the first one, that was an opportunity for some of the guys who don't normally get a chance to be on a main card to do their thing. And if you go back, most of those battles were very one-sided.
Yeah.
Personally, I wasn't entirely happy with how serious some of those guys took the battles, because honestly, the card wasn't designed to be a, hey, win or go home card. It wasn't designed to be that way.
Right.
But when you look at the aftermath, one guy did good, another guy did.
It was the most 30s I've ever seen. I was calling it the Red Wedding of battle rap. If you watch Game of Thrones, it was straight bloodbath up there. Now I I think the guys who did take it seriously are still around, and they relish in the opportunity. Shout out to Snake Eyes. I think, you know, and shout out to what Reaper Rel did with Real Deal. I think some guys did take those opportunities seriously, and now like people do look at that as a last gasp, which I think is necessary. P, I'm a disagree with you on that.
No. Listen, I think it's necessary, but you're asking, is that a card I want to do? Essentially, a card I would want to do again. Another big reason I wouldn't want to do that card again is because of the perception of it. Good luck getting good luck getting a battle rapper to say, yes, I'm going to be on my career's hanging in the balance, and
I mean, but isn't that part of keeping it straight up with the artist?
I didn't even think about it like that. I didn't even think about it like that.
Isn't that keeping it straight up with the artist? Like, hey, look,
why the fuck would I sign up for that?
Exactly.
It's not about signing up. It's about what URL gives you. URL, like how many times do you talk to these fresh out PG dudes, and they call in the shots at all? Y'all kind of call them and say, you got this dude, deal with it. Like,
I mean, think they do that though. That's not the perception. I mean, I could be wrong here. P,
am I wrong for saying that?
Yeah.
Or is that like how the PG process works? That you guys kind of think about the opponents and then you guys tell them who they get. Like, is that kind of
when we book cards? It's a negotiation. That's not a PG card. You're talking about how the PGs work.
Right.
That's not a PG card. It's a negotiation. People get paid. People don't want to volunteer to say, I'm admitting that my career is hanging by a thread.
Wow.
People don't want to volunteer for that because they're brands. They don't want something like that.
And that's what Cortez said his problem was.
Exactly. And if Beasley is listening, he can attest to that. Some people, you know, once especially the media start kind of attaching that to it, because we never attached that to it.
Right.
Yeah.
Fans in the media put that attachment on it. And then once that happened, then some of the battlers started complaining. And they're not going to want to do it.
Okay.
So I mean, to be quite honest, you know, it's kind of like a nightclub. You know, you got a shooting that happens tonight. You shut the club down for 6 months, and you open back up, same ownership with a different name.
Right. And so another one from Roberto Williams here. Any interest in booking Daylyt versus Lux?
Daylyt versus who?
Lux, Loaded Lux.
That's a Beasley question.
Yeah. What about him?
Any interest in booking that battle? Has there been maybe some pre-negotiations on that? What has the perception been?
Between Loaded Lux and who?
In Daylyt.
And Daylyt, no. There's been no talks of booking that battle at all. I don't know if we'll see Daylyt back. You know what I'm saying? I can't say for certain, but I don't know if, you know what I mean? He'll be back. I like Daylyt. He's funny. He's a cool guy, but I just don't think he wants to battle here. I don't think he's going to show up. So why would I take the chance on booking him if he's not going to show up? And then, just really think about the last time when he was here. Like, it's hilarious when you look back on it, but you know, it wasn't funny at the time, but we lost a lot of money when he did that. He stood up DNA because, you know, we have there's a lot of people out here, contrary to, you know, to what you may know or believe, and I'll enlighten the fans on this. A lot of people look for any loophole to try to charge back or, you know, do any little thing. So even if they say, oh, that's not a battle I wanted to see, but because he doesn't show, oh, I want my money back. I thought he was going to be there. Oh, and then they'll go watch the whole show, love it, and then charge you back. You know what I'm saying? And like that happened. The same thing with B Magic and Young Ill. You know, everybody came, they loved Born Legacy, watched it, slapped hands on the way out. Ooh, that shit was dope. And then went home and charged us back all the damn money. You know what I mean? So it's like, but to get back to Daylyt and Loaded Lux. I mean, they're both talented MCs, but I honestly don't think that Daylight's going to show up at URL. I just think it's a fun thing for him. It's like a trolling thing, and it's like, think about what happened. He gets booked for Gnome, he gets paid and everything, right? Now he was claiming online that, you know, he had to fix his Mike P battle because he had some kung fu mouth in the second round or something like that. And his battle was fixed and it is uploaded. And I can show you. he said don't release it because he wanted to get his initial views. So the battle was fixed. That few seconds was fixed, but it didn't really affect the outcome of what people thought. It wasn't like they said, oh, he lost the battle. You know what I mean? People loved his battle. So he still, after that, did another negotiation with us, took a deposit. Then day of show, he tells us to book his travel. We pay for his hotel room, pay for his flight, at his direction. You know what I'm saying? We called him before we booked him. Yo, we're booking this travel. Like, you gonna come? Yes, I'm coming, man. Book the travel. Do it. Book the travel, and he doesn't show. And then he's trolling the whole time he's supposed to be on stage. Oh, I'm skateboarding in Santa Monica, doing these wild, things that he does. And then he makes a music video called "Hidden with."
Oh, you breaking up? You breaking up, Beasley?
And he releases it the very next day.
You said he made a. You said it.
I said.
Yeah.
I said. What was the last part you heard?
He made a music video, hit him with a no-show.
But I said what I said was we book his travel. Then then the day of the show, he doesn't show up. He doesn't answer the phone. Then he's to obviously let people know that he's not at the battle. And then he records and shoots a full song in a music video and drops it the very next day. So that's very, very calculated. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm going to take your money, not show up, then drop a music video clowning you about how I took your money.
Yo, this is
who if I book him again, just think about the situation. If I was to book him again, or we was to book him again, and he turned around and did that again, it would be the laughing stocks of the world. So what would be the what makes him that valuable to us as a company to take that risk? You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying that he is never coming back, but it's the very good chance. I know a battle that I don't advertise that no one is looking for, you know what I mean? Or something like that. Or maybe if he shoots the footage of a battle with somebody else and gives it to us and, we do something, I don't know. I'm not comfortable booking him. I'm not comfortable. I don't feel that he's going to show up. And it's cool because I like Daylyt. I like his jokes. I like his antics. He's a jovial character. He's hilarious.
Jesus.
He makes me laugh. But I'm not interested in taking the risk on him not showing up and disappointing fans on my organization. Now, I know that he goes around and he does battles at other leagues. He has some battles coming up, and I'm sure he's going to be there because those are the places that he likes to battle at. But I don't think he likes battling on URL, and URL isn't for everybody. So, we wish him the best, and I enjoy his battles on the other leagues. I think he's great. He's a lyricist, but I don't think that it's for URL. I just don't think that's here, and that's fine. And the fans, maybe another league wants to book Loaded Lux and Daylyt, and you know what? I'll be front and center watching the battle popcorn as a fan. But as far as bringing that show to URL, I don't think that's going to happen.
That was a thorough and necessary answer to that question. Yeah. Go ahead, Rome. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say, my next question, you know what I'm saying, is a question that I got. Now, you guys put out the little flyer. I saw on Instagram, on Twitter. You guys said we got a bunch of stuff coming up. You guys put out 5 cards, correct? You guys got.
Why does it have to be little, man?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, these littles. Yeah, I don't.
Little flyer. What is your business?
My bad. Okay, my bad. Yeah, you guys. I saw what you guys put out. You know what I'm saying? You guys got the cards. 5 cards, right? So you guys got Smack Volume 3, which is in August. You guys said you guys got. Long story short, I didn't see Double Impact 3 on that list. Are you guys planning on having the Double Impact 3?
Yeah, we're working on it, but it's just the pace. It just matters what matches make sense, who's around in the marketplace, what's the talent pool looking like, the timing. Everything is timing. Like there's certain events that we try to do in the summer or in the spring, like Gnome and Summer Madness, but we've even done Gnome in the fall at certain times. It all depends on, what feels right. I'm not going to just push an event just to push it. But I would like to do Double Impact and maybe come up with an interesting concept Maybe we'll do guys and girls. Maybe we'll do, switch teams around and dudes link up and go to other teams, or you know what I'm saying? There's so many different variables that we can try. But if time permits, we'll have it. As of now, we have a lot of events scheduled and booked. We are looking at trying to do a double impact. Maybe we'll change it and go private and do a private double impact. I don't know.
Wow, that would be crazy.
That would be crazy. Yeah.
Jesus. Okay. Well, my next question is, why isn't Summer Madness going to be in the summer? Because if Smack Volume 3, which a lot of people that are probably going to be on Summer Madness, is happening in August, then that would mean Summer Madness is going to be in September. Now, it was in September last year, but that's fall. So,
it was the last day of September. Technically, the last day of summer is like the 20-something of September.
That's a fact.
So the end of Summer Madness, but it seems like people are already in school. Like,
man,
if y'all niggas don't, go ahead, Beasley.
You enjoy, man. 5, not 2, not 1. 5.
Okay.
You know we spoiled.
Rome, I feel like Tyrese. What more do you want from me? We are giving you 5 events and Summer Madness.
Fair enough.
6
Seriously.
events. Tell me who's giving you 6 events for the whole year, let alone in a 3 or 4 month period.
Okay.
Who's giving you? Dude, it's late. There's people out here that's big. That's not even giving you 4 events for the year.
Yeah,
that is a fucking fact. That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing the job of what your favorite 3 leagues can do in 1 year. I'm doing the same amount of events, and I'm not even counting improving.
Jesus.
Now we've entered the part of the show where we talk that shit. So yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead and do it.
Yeah. I'm just.
This is a fact.
Man.
Shit.
You gotta pay attention, man. We gotta what's real is real. There's 17 events last year. I don't know I know your favorite, if it's not URL, your favorite league didn't do 17 events in 2 years, let alone 1. So it's like, come on. We are pushing at a rate that is unheard of. We are pushing at a rate that, you can't even begin to make a comparison. It's not even close. You know what I'm saying? So it's like people always, they take for granted, they get comfortable. And I say this, Rome, I'm getting on your case. You guys get spoiled. Or, I release five events coming up. And I ask, what about double impact? Wow. Oh, man, we're not getting Summer Madness. What? It's 5 events. 5 events and times and locations. Well, are you doing another private? Are you only going to do 1 volume? What are you looking for?
Keep it going. Keep this going.
It's like, what else can we do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we have a high, we have a good output, so it's a big demand. You know what I mean? But we try to meet the demand. Because there's a demand for URL material. You know what I mean? And it's just like, okay, if I don't do an event 1 month, watch the other events. There's other stuff to see, man.
Right. Okay. Right. Well, I got a couple more questions.
Next time you come on, man. Next league that comes on for an interview, man. Ask them why they're not doing 10 events. You know what I'm saying? Let alone, 16 or 17. You know what I mean? Put other people, hold other people accountable, man.
I would love to.
The crown's heavy, Beasley. Come on now. We know.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
But
you're right.
My next question. You said you can't copy respect, man. Now I've seen a little bit of controversy with recently you guys have had this right, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, you know what I'm saying?
I still can't believe.
Yeah. But also, you know what I'm saying? Recently, I'm sure you guys have seen on Twitter, somebody said that they claim the rights to it or something crazy like that? And
the troll, man, it's not possible. It's not happening. We are in good shape. We are not worried about that.
Okay, so that wasn't true.
No, it's bullshit. The guy, we know who he is. We know where he lives. Our lawyer already solicited him and told him to cut it out.
Okay.
So it's not happening.
Yeah. Oh, in that vein, and this is for P and Beasley. This drop the mic. Is drop the mic trash to y'all? Like, I don't like. Did they? I mean,
it's not. You know, it's. I think battle rap now is just getting bigger, and I think that just like mainstream music, there's little subgenres within it. You know, so like, you know, you have Nas, and then you have Lil Yachty. You know what I mean? So I you know, they're both entertaining, but they just do different stuff. You know what I mean? And I think that drop the mic is, you know, it's what it is. It's for mainstream people who are not real fans, but more so fans of celebrities and want to see them express themselves in different ways. So I'll just leave it at that. And I'll say that if you want to see hardcore lyricism at its finest on the highest level imaginable, there's one location, URL TV.
And P, are you of the same mindset when it comes to mainstream displays of the culture that you serve and help to build?
No, so I watch very little TV, but I'm of the belief that people will watch what they want to see. You know what I'm saying? So if there's people that want to see it, I can't get mad if there are people out there that want to see it.
Right.
No.
Right.
Now I got, dang, this just popped in my head as random, but Joe tweeted out that he's gonna
finish the question, bro. Goddamn.
Okay. All right. So Joe tweeted out that he's gonna have performance of the night, and we talked about it for a few minutes.
Jesus Christ. All right.
He said he's going, and now the card dropped, and he's not on the card. So,
who?
Yeah, are we gonna be seeing Joe on a different card, or are we gonna be seeing Joe?
Joe is booked. Don't worry about it. Joe is booked. I know what I've had the conversation just now. I've heard those words directly from his mouth to my ears, and he's very, very. But you know, he has an opponent that is not a walk in the park. So we're gonna see.
Okay. We'll see. I think. Look, guys. I appreciate you guys coming up here and stuff like that too. You know, we had upwards of around, I mean, counting the people that's in the society, I mean, somewhere around 350 people that have been tuning into you guys live, and y'all answered a lot of questions. What I do want to say, you know, and we can field any questions that you might have for us and stuff like that too, because I like to give y'all that opportunity as well. But what I do want to say, and I said this before in the last show, the only thing we can argue about right now is number 2. Number 1 is sewn up. And has been for the last year and a half. And that's a testament to hard work. Y'all took a lot of chances. And I know goddamn well, me and Rome have been on y'all ass, about a lot of shit throughout these years. Yeah. When we didn't understand certain moves. Who is Geechee Gotti? Who is Twerk? Why is these niggas in California right now? Why are they running to, Virginia? What are they doing right now? And y'all have stayed the course. Y'all trusted yourselves and y'all processed your instincts and moved forward. So I gotta commend y'all on that. You know what I'm saying? And if people hear that and they saying, "Oh, yo, you guys are friendly me," I don't give a fuck what y'all gotta say. This shit is commendable. It's hard work being paid. I was at the PG's B's. My bad, I didn't get the chance to chop it up with you. Still actively recruiting nice young talent and shit like that. Staying the course and staying hungry. And P, we chop it up all the time. A salute to you, brother. And you know what I'm saying? And I wish y'all the absolute best. And I would say that to any league owners that come up here. But, you know, when it come time to give out these accolades and these awards and things like that, let's put some things in perspective. So I just want to make that abundantly clear before I, give y'all the opportunity to ask us whatever,
Yeah. But there's definitely a few things we didn't get to though. I ain't gonna lie, Tony.
Wait, what?
Hollow versus John.
Oh, okay.
People have been how we not gonna ask about this? Like, so Beasley, I'm guessing this is a Beasley question, right, P?
Well, I mean, I can tell you that. Okay. I control the clock on that battle.
Okay, talk about it. Go ahead.
If knowledge from Hip Hop is Real, shout out to Hip Hop is Real. If he's listening, if he's out there, knowledge has the footage. He has it. There was an agreement made prior to the battle, prior to that day about time. The night of the battle, we revisited that same conversation and made sure that the terms had not changed. All of this is caught on camera. It was agreed by both MCs. The rounds for that battle would be 3 minutes, no more. Not 3 minutes with a 20-second grace. Not 3 minutes, finish your last 4 bars. Not 3 minutes, say one more word. 3 minutes, call time. Under no circumstances do you let a person go past 3 minutes. The MCs agreed on that. Not only did they agree on it, they asked that it be strictly enforced.
The time limit. Oh, the time limit. Oh, okay. Yeah, because that, I mean, all right.
We're talking about Hollow and John, right?
No.
Hollow and John. Okay.
I thought you were talking about Hollow and Arsenal, because, that was a thing. That was it. But go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm off.
No, it's okay.
I actually like where you were going, but go ahead, though.
But yeah, just so people know, that was what went on with Hollow and Arsenal. But as far as Hollow and John, Beasley, my man, you are.
Oh man, just pass the buck.
No, man. Because look, y'all know big stuff. I don't pretend to. That's Beasley, Chico, Smack. That's them.
All right, so Beasley, man, what's up? Hollow and John. What's going on with it? We seen Hollow say he's only going to battle John in Houston. We seen John say he'll only battle Hollow on URL, and now URL is quote unquote going to Houston. So what's going on with this battle? Did we lose Beasley? You might have to click that little button again.
Yeah, you might have got a call.
That phone call.
Right. And
Well, it's cool because I got another one for P. I got back-to-back ones. You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom. All right. So you deal with more of the newer dudes, right? So you probably dealt with a lot of the bookings for the sophomore side of this Born Legacy Supreme too. So let me get your thoughts on each matchup because it's the sophomores versus the vets or whatever. So or the established people. So let me get your thoughts on each matchup, like when you come to booking it, because I know you guys are now going by this. It doesn't, as long as it makes sense and we think it's going to be a fire matchup, we'll book it type of thing. So, like importance, I just want to know like level of importance, things like that for each person in the battle, like Shotgun Suge and Louise. What are your thoughts behind that matchup?
I think it's a dope battle. It's a really dope battle. Great test for Glue. You know, this would be his biggest battle yet on URL. I think it's a great matchup. And, you know, Glue, find a bad Glue performance.
Facts.
Find a headwind, you know. He shows up every single time, man. Short notice. It doesn't matter. He shows up every single time.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. All right. So what about Shotgun Suge, though? Because, like, he's definitely, you know what I'm saying, like a bigger name. Like, does this, like, would a loss to Louise, would it hurt him?
Well, one thing I say about Suge has a habit of new guys. Saga, T-Top, you know, like, I'm not worried about Shotgun Suge, man. Shotgun Suge takes these kind of matchups personally for some reason. Like,
that's a fact. That's a fact. He feels insulted that you guys booked the matchup. I love that about Suge.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you now. Yeah.
Okay, so to answer the question about Hollow to Don and John, I mean, it's a battle we're actively trying to recruit. I've spoken to both of them numerous times about it. You know, it's just a matter of details. Battles have negotiations, and it's never like a simple, hey, you want to battle him? Yeah, battle him? Bet. Next week. Okay, set it up. Done. You know, it's never that easy. So I mean, I'm trying to make it work. I definitely keep you guys updated if it's something that it's not locked in yet. It's not for sure. It's not for certain. I mean, we are in negotiations and talking about trying to see what we can come up with, but we'll definitely keep you guys posted.
Okay.
All right. So you guys are trying to book that for Nome. Long story short.
I mean, I'm just trying to book it in general. If it lands on Nome, that would be nice.
Okay.
I think there's an interest in it now. I think the temperature's right, and it's what people want to see. So we're trying to do it. We're trying to deliver.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Now I wanted to get your thoughts as well on this card, this DMV, or not the DMV, the Raleigh card. You know what I'm saying?
Great card. I love it.
Yeah. Like the matchups, like what each battle means for each battler. Like Louisiana and Shotgun Suge, that was the first one. What are your thoughts on the battle and each person going into it?
Louisiana. Okay, I'll try to be as brief as possible.
Yeah.
Louisiana and Shotgun Suge, I think, as P mentioned, Shotgun Suge handles new guys, pretty well. You know what I mean? He's always looking to prove that he still has his veteran status and profile, and he usually does pretty good against them. However, Louisi is a different breed. He's a new talent. He's very focused, and he's ready to show, that he has what it takes. So it's going to be a very, very interesting matchup. They both are aggressive. They both have an aggressive punching style. I think it's going to be a good match.
Okay. All right. Okay. Now, Charlie Clips and Av.
I think Av has the punches and the setups and the word play and stuff, and I think Charlie Clips has the personality in the comedic sense and the timing and wit.
Okay.
I mean,
so what does it do for like?
Hold on for 1 second.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So Pete, I got a question. With that battle, Clips and Av, would Clips taking a loss to Av, would that hurt? And also would Av taking a loss to Clips, would that hurt him?
Well, winning and losing the issue. Really, it's how you win and how you lose. Chef Trez, in my opinion, he lost to JC, and it was one of the best losses I ever seen. You know what I'm saying? There should be a lot of people that could wish they could lose the way he did in that battle, because he was great, versus JC. But there has to be a winner. So it's not about whether you win or you lose, because there's also some guys out here that won a battle. They won their battles, and it didn't matter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's about how you lose. If that answers your question. Okay.
All right. We can go down to the rest of the card. I mean, we got Geechee Gotti and JC.
That's. I'm curious to see who makes their style the most impactful, because they're two totally different MCs. I feel like whoever can make their style most dominant will win.
Okay. And then Rada and Cortez.
Oh man, that's a good one. I can tell you, Rada's ready. I spoke to Rada. He swears that he doesn't see Cortez running around. That's what Rada says. He says if you thought he was great versus Prez, what he has for Cortez 10 times better than that. All of that being said, Cortez versus O-Red, I see a lot of people saying O-Red won, but that was one of the best Cortezes I've seen. He could have beat a lot of other people on that card that night, but he had a focus O-Red. So I have that being a really, really good battle. So we'll just have to see.
All right. What other battles are on that card? On the
Snake Eyes and Math.
Yeah, Snake Eyes and Math. Yep.
This is another one. This is Snake Eyes' moment of truth. He's been waiting for this moment for a long time.
Yeah.
And if I could say anybody's earned it, Snake Eyes has earned it. Snake Eyes did his PG Super Bowl Sunday, February 2016. You know, it's been a long road for him to get to this point, and I'd like to believe, you know, I have confidence that he's gonna show up. Now, him showing up, will it result in a win or a loss? That's yet to be seen. But you know, I think it goes without saying, the matchup, the storyline behind this battle, it makes it very, very interesting. Math, I spoke to Math. Him and Cortez both, they told me they got some type of plan, not for this particular, their battles on this card, but for the year of 2018, they have some special plan that they're doing where they plan to be in the conversations for battlers of the year towards the end of the year. This is what they told me from their mouth. So I can only assume that they come in prepared and ready to go.
Okay. All right. And then we got X Factor and Jerry West.
That's a different one.
That's a different one, man. Shout out to Jerry West, man. There's respect on my man name, Brooklyn.
I mean, these guys, you look at there aren't two guys on this card that can be more opposite of each other than these two. You know, from the era of battle rap they're from the weight that they rap, you can't get more different than these two guys.
Yeah.
You know? So once again, I feel like this is one of those battles where it comes down to, you know, whose style can dominate the battle more than the other person.
So do you think that battles like this just come down to preference at the end of the day?
No, not really. Still style.
Okay. All right. Well, on the next card, the Survivor Series DMV one, the ones that have been announced, I haven't seen a flyer, so the ones that have been announced, for sure, we got Gems versus Tech 9. So what was the thought process? Because I'm sure you booked most of these, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure you had a big part in booking pretty much most of the battles. So, so what was your thought process behind booking Gems and Tech 9?
Well, probably.
Like you cutting out.
No, I said for one, they really want to battle each other. That's probably the biggest thing. Number two, I mean, rarely do you get bad battles when two people are very, very passionate about battling each other. You know, and these guys really, really want to go at it. You know, so why not?
That's literally just why not? Okay. So are you looking at their skill sets, like, or are you just looking at like they want to battle each other? So why not?
No, I mean, they have two. Those are two guys with huge personality. And I want to see whose personality is more dominant.
Okay. So you think it's more about the personality, not about the rapping skill?
No, because at the end of the day, you still got to rap. But you know, it's no difference than like if we say Hitman versus I don't know, any other guy that performs well. You know, people first thing they're going to talk about is what, you know, the guys are most known for. You know, so it's not just about that, but that's a big part. That's a big part of the battle. You know, I mean, let's not get it twisted. We're not showing up to watch Tech 9 and Gems and thinking we're going to see JC and Lux. You know, and when you watch JC and Lux, you're not showing up to that battle thinking you're about to see Hitman and Twerk.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so all right. So pretty much just because they want. Okay, so they want to battle. All right. So
Rome, man, Rome. Just all right. Go ahead, Rome. Go ahead.
Nah, I'm
trying to chill. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, Rome.
Well, this is one thing I'll say. I remember, was it Summer Madness 5? Beasley booked Big T versus Shotgun Suge. I couldn't understand. To save my life. And then the event happens, and that arguably was one of the best battles on that card.
Okay, so just let it happen.
I mean, sometimes people see things that other people don't see. Like this the kid that he said, "Why is his name Twerk?"
You're right.
You know?
You're right.
Why did you book Wavy versus Twerk? Oh, Twerk is gonna destroy him. You know, things like that.
Yeah, you always used to say we don't book matches because we know the outcome. I used to hate when you say that. Like,
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Well, the next.
Shout out my guy, Jay Black. Man, I watched his champion, Born Legacy Supreme Part 2 predictions, and watching. I got to get on him too. I'm gonna call him probably tonight or tomorrow. But I was watching his predictions, and he had the vets winning almost every battle. And
Really?
yeah, you know, Snake. He said Math is gonna beat Snake Eyes clear.
Okay, Jay Black, you wilding right now. Shout to champion.
I didn't even.
Shout to champion. Shout to Tech and Black, but Black, you wilding, bro.
Yeah. But Jay Black's. But go back to Jay Black's Born Legacy 3 predictions. Day 2. Deggy, your name is Twerk. Deggy's gonna flip your name all different types of ways. It's gonna be clear.
Okay.
You know, but don't get it wrong. Predictions as well. But that's why we don't book the battles, because we know what's gonna happen.
I respect it. Okay.
All right. Well, next battle.
Matter of fact, before we move on, because I'm a little bit different. I'm not as diplomatic as Beasley is.
Yeah. Let's get to it.
We talk about the Gems and Tech 9 battle. Yeah, I can read between the lines here. You know, we talk about that battle, but you know, what about Tay Rock and Rum Nitty? What about that?
It
was supposed to be a classic.
It was. It was supposed to be.
But it happened too early.
It was supposed to be a classic. I've always thought it happened too early, but the fans did clamor for it, and they went crazy for it. The demand was at a fever pitch. So you guys did what the fans wanted. You know what I mean? So,
but I mean, it's the same thing with Gems and Goods. Like, Gems had been asking for that battle for like 2.5 years, and then he finally got it, and look how the battle turned out. Yeah. Like,
so the point that I'm making is, because it makes sense doesn't mean that it's going to be great. Just because something doesn't make sense doesn't mean that it's going to be bad.
I agree.
Okay.
You gotta let it happen.
Gotta let it happen.
Okay. All right. I ain't mad at it. Okay. So next up on the card, another thing that got announced, we got Holmesy versus Big Cannon, right? Big Cannon. Yeah, Big Cannon. Holmesy versus Big Cannon. Yeah. So what's your thought process behind booking that battle being booked and all that?
It's time for Holmesy Big Test. And if I know this whole card, I mean, Big Cannon is probably one of the most or the most dangerous person on this card.
Yeah.
For any new guy, for any new guy, at least. For any new guy to be battling, he's dangerous.
But yeah,
probably, Holmesy probably got his hands full. Anybody?
I mean, but Holmesy, and shout to Holmesy too, because I mean, he listened back to the show. We was harsh on these new guys. We was a little harsh on some of the new guys. Shout out to Holmesy, because he heard our last episode where we kind of went in on his class a little bit. He's been the most vocal of them, is what I will say. And he's been the one that's been most, like, I seen him at the last PG event. He like, yo, you lock us in a room with some of these vets, we'll give them that work. So I said, this is his chance to show it. And Big Cannon is really not trying. His track record against guys like Holmesy is pretty good. So I think it makes for a good clash, right?
Definitely does, and Holmesy, once again, man, since Holmesy's been here, you showed me a bad Holmesy. Holmesy he shows up every time, but he definitely, he wanted a test, he wanted a tough battle, and I think he got what he wanted. So we're gonna see.
Right.
All right. And then next up we got the return of Nun. Now we definitely got to ask about this. You know what I'm saying? The return of Nun in versus Jack Boy. So what was behind booking this one?
Man, I'm glad you asked this. I recruited. No, I was about to say I recruited both these guys, but I didn't recruit Jack Boy. Jack Boy, we stumbled upon Jack Boy coming to URL. But he definitely, showed his worth since he's been here. But none I did recruit. No, none went missing a little while for some personal reasons. But he's back. He's not someone that we wanted to leave. But he just had some personal things he had. But this is my dark horse battle of the night, honestly. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with None since he's been gone, but I have, and he's coming back much better than he was when he left. I can guarantee you that. He's doing some things now that he wasn't doing when he was here.
Okay.
And I told Jack Boy this, but I wanted to put a little more pressure on Jack Boy. I believe in pressure make diamonds. Because I'm not going to beat around the bush here, but there's this rumblings that I'm hearing going around. Jack Boy can't lose another battle, which him and Jerry West I have is debatable, honestly. If you say this one or that one, I wouldn't necessarily be mad either way. But I know Jack Boy feels like this is a battle he can't lose. I wanted him to have that type of pressure on, because a lot of times people under pressure produce great results. And if it doesn't, then you might want to question, is this cut out for you at this particular time? So we'll find out.
So there's a big battle for Jack. Okay, what about for None?
For both, for him and him as well.
Okay.
Can you hang? No, you came back and got somebody that we're highly invested in. Highly, So we're gonna see. But I have this. This is my dark horse battle tonight on that call.
Okay, all right. And then the fourth battle is, what else have you guys announced for that card? Tony, do you remember? Three battles. Is there a fourth one? I think there's a fourth one.
I feel like that might have been it for the for that card announcement. Those announcements. But
how about I give you one? How about that?
Black Compass exclusive. Okay.
All
right, Rome. Go ahead though.
just because y'all brought it up. How about Joe? Y'all asked Joe, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. So Joe's a punch. He's a puncher. One of the best newer up and coming ones after Av. So what about Joe and Bourne? What about that?
Joe and Bourne.
Joe versus Bourne. So, damn. When's the last?
Wow.
When's the last time we seen Bourne?
Oh man.
Yo,
last time you saw Bourne on that Steel City in Pittsburgh.
I think y'all setting Joe up for failure. I'm gonna be honest with you, but
hey, we don't want to witness.
Wait, what'd you say?
We don't run a witness protection.
I love how he flipped that. Yeah,
right.
Yeah. P is smart motherfucker, man.
Okay, all right. Well, I like this, man. So what's like the thought process behind this battle getting booked?
These new guys, all of these new guys, it's gonna come. You test it. Twerk had clean paper. Jack Boy had Young Cannon. Cortez. I mean, Ryder is getting Cortez. Snake Eyes is getting Math.
He's getting Big Cannon.
Yeah, there's these tests coming, and these guys that are battling, these are like really good guys. Like Big Cannon is a great battle rapper. Bourne is a great one. Like, he hasn't been around this long because he's not good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, these are great battles. So we're going to see. And it's an opportunity for these guys, the newer guys, to test themselves to see if they up to the task. But it's also an opportunity for these vets that's been around for a while to be like, hey, listen, look what happened with JC. Brought JC back, and 2 battles later, give him Lux. Yeah. It might sound crazy now, but you might be saying 3 battles from now, give Bourne Chiller, because I know that's a battle that he's been wanting to have. Anything can happen.
People want to. Never mind. Anyway, okay.
No, say what you want to say.
I was gonna say, I was surprised that Chilla's on someone's hit list. I've never even, like, Bourne wants to. But why does he? What animal or what grudge is there Aside from the whole PG,
it's not been a secret battle chiller for a long time. And that battle was actually set up to happen on another league. Something happened, and it didn't happen. But
oh wow, okay. Well, we also got Chef Trez versus Wavy on the card. That was the last one.
Right, that was the one.
Yeah,
interesting battle in my opinion. But go ahead, P. Give me some perspective.
Oh man, 2 stars. Two up and coming superstars. If you ask me, Wavy. It kind of blows my mind sometimes. Had not his best showing versus John.
Mm-hmm.
It's one battle. It was one battle. He didn't trip, stumble, and fall onto Summer Madness by accident. He didn't trip, stumble, and fall on the first Born Legacy ever by accident. He has the talent to be there. He was arguably one of the only rookies that won his rookie versus vets matchup on Rookies versus Vets.
No, yeah, he did against K-Shine. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, this kid he's good. He's real. And so is Chef Trez. And this is one I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see it.
Right. No, I'm with you. I'm with you. I don't know how to see. I'm thinking I'm calling Wavy in that battle, but man, I think it's going to be a very, very dope battle to 2 young guys, charismatic that could carry this thing for a while. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I like both of them.
One thing I can say about prediction.
Wait, you cutting out, P? You cut one thing you could say about?
One thing I can say about Trez is difficult to do predictions on his battles because he's a battle rapper that can call an audible anytime he wants.
Anytime.
So how can you predict a battle for someone to do that? You know what I'm saying? Anytime he wants, he can change the whole vibe of the battle at any given moment. It's hard,
Right.
Okay.
No, I'm with you, man. I'm looking forward to all this, and you know what I'm saying. I think it's good. I think the way that the roster is now, y'all got so much latitude. There's so many different people y'all could plug in. I'm still gonna ask it, even though I know that it probably might be not. It's probably not on the horizon, but I would love to see a roster of names. Whatever. I feel like it's a simple ask, but I don't dictate the business here, so.
Yeah,
but I think that will come in handy for a lot of people, especially people like me who have to, when we talk about prospective cards and who you might want to see, knowing who's in play would help out, But other than that, man, I think I'm all set, man. I'm happy y'all came on and all that and shed light on a lot of things.
Yeah, I dip off for a second, fellas. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all good. We just grilling Pete.
I'm definitely be coming back to this show. You know what I mean? I appreciate you guys. I definitely come back on. You know what I mean? You guys that have me, I definitely always need to come on and promote it, holler at the people, and answer questions. So I'm just thankful that you guys had us on for so long tonight. It's appreciated. Thank you.
Yeah.
Were there any questions you guys wanted to ask? I know we never really got to that segment.
What's that?
Was there any questions that you guys wanted to ask us? I know we said we would let you guys
why
do
are you such a troublemaker, bro?
Listen, man.
Hey, Beasley, don't be trying to get my boy lined up, man. Come on, man.
Nah, it's all good, man. I mean, the question I'm asking, man, is who's coming to these events, man? We have set the whole layout. If you can't make an event, man, you definitely got to get the pay-per-view, if not both. So when you get home, you can watch it on VOD. Then you don't have to ask, when is the battle dropping? When is it coming out? We're giving everybody a fair warning and a time, to be able to participate in these battles as they go along and as they happen. So please, man, pay attention, stay focused. We'll be announcing matches in the coming days that are going to get you excited, and
also,
hope to keep everyone involved.
How much? I was gonna say not how much is the pay-per-view, because you guys already announced that. But Oh yeah, with when you guys went live for the face-offs, like it's just a real question. Somebody asked this earlier, and I just didn't want to skip it. When you guys went live, people noticed that the super chat feature wasn't turned on for your guys' live stream. Was there like a reason you guys never turned that on, or you guys didn't want the fans to donate, or?
Yeah, I mean, it was just, I mean, you know, I'll go on your suggestion next time, and if people do want to donate, they can, and we will turn it on. But the face-off, the primary focus of the face-off was just to, you know, get people involved and have them be able to, you know, get a feel for what they were going to be seeing on the pay-per-view, the following day.
Okay.
So I mean, you know, we're not as you are, Rome. We don't know all the tricks and secrets and pockets how to do things, but I'm willing to take note and listen, man. So, you know, we'll have a private conversation behind the scenes, and you can, you know, break it down to me how those things work, and I'll enlighten the team, and you know, we can take advantage of everything, man.
All right, sounds good. Oh, okay.
I know. I just want to say I appreciate you guys having an open mind. This is like one of the first times I came up here and I didn't have to defend Mike P, Joe,
we kill each other before y'all come on about these things anyway. So, but
Mac Mel, thank you. We're giving these guys a chance. As you can see with Born Legacy Supreme 2, the results are starting to come in.
Yeah,
appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
No doubt, man.
How long is the last question? Is how long are the pay-per-view going to be out for Smack Volume 2?
That's a good question, man.
Because the pay-per-view for Survivor Series isn't available as we know. So
you know, you generally, you know, we keep it up like a week or so, and then, you know, you got to wait till it comes out. That's why we urge everybody to get the pay-per-view and watch it live. Or if you can't watch it live, you got work, you got a prior engagement, you got the VOD, you can max out on the videos and enjoy them all day long, you know, all night long for the week. And then, you know, we're off to the next event, man. We're coming with new material. So shout out to the pay-per-view crew, because pay-per-view crew, they get all the joints. They up on the battles. They not calling, asking when they dropping. You know what I mean? They follow. They're ready for the next batch of battles. You know what I mean? And as you know, with URL, you know, we try to, you know, we model ourselves after other companies, you know, who are, you know, are working in different realms and fields and sports and things like that. And, you know, I look at URL like verbal UFC, and UFC is always putting on matches. You know what I mean? Like every month they got an event. They got something on Fox. They got something on this channel. They got pay-per-view. They got this. They got that. They got smaller events, big events, you know, medium-sized events, you know, and we're trying to follow in their footsteps and supply that level of excitement for battle rap fans. So that's our goal and our focus. And we just appreciate everybody who's tuning in and listening and, you know, supporting us by getting the pay-per-views, which allows us to do the matches that you want to see, to bring, you know, heavy-hitting matches like Hollow to Don and Arsenal, and, you know, some surprise matches like Verb and New Jersey Twerk and stuff that, you know, that you guys want to see. So we're just continuing to press forward and push. And, you know, we're listening, you know, we're taking notes. You know, you asked us to bring Big K back. We brought him back. You asked for, you know, like I said, that match, we did that. You know, you asked for small rooms. We've done that. You asked for big rooms. You asked us to come out of state. You asked us to go here. You know, we try and do everything that you guys ask us to in due time. So just bear with us. And we just ask for your patience and your continued support. And we'll try to address and answer and fix and do everything that you guys want to give the best possible experience to keep the culture going the way that it's going. And, you know, we're excited about it. We love it. We're into it. We're about it. And we just want to keep working it and making it better.
One thing I do want to add, we're doing, you know, Smack, Beasley, Chico, as you've seen, all these events that we're doing, all of these new things that we're bringing to the table, we're broadening our horizon. You know, trying different things. We have this internship program thing that we're giving a go right now. Looking for videographers, graphic designers, people with marketing experience. If you're out there, definitely hit us up. You can DM us. You can email myself, p@urlt.tv, if you're interested. We'll look over your credentials, make sure you submit a resume and everything. We'll look over your credentials. And if we like what we see, we'll give you a call, do a little short interview. And, if we select you, we'll give you a test run, see how things work out. And hopefully, it can turn into an even bigger opportunity for you. But it's definitely something because we're doing more, so we need more.
Right. And P, if I can do a little bit of endorsement here on that. As someone who went to college and did numerous internships in engineering, some of them unpaid and things like that, and or other incentives, it is a good way. Some of y'all that are in college, I know a lot of people take media arts and things like that. You have to complete a project anyway, in most cases. And you can use it to transfer a college credit. I mean, it's a professional company, with wide ranging reach, with high quality video and output and things like that. So, being a part of that, it can only help boost your profile and things like that too. I mean, it's one of the biggest, platforms out here for hip hop and for the culture with high quality content. And I will say that as a college grad, this is something that stands out on your resume. And how far you want to take that opportunity is up to you. But I do encourage that, that's, to me, that's a big deal. And it's something that you love anyway, right? And doing what you love is a reason why you want to go to college anyway. I mean, I'm going to get off my soapbox, but I'm just saying, I'm passionate about stuff like this. You see what I'm saying? So.
And from a non-college attendee's perspective, this could be your opportunity. If you talented at something, never been to college for, this could be an opportunity to really blossom in something that you really love. And might be able to not go through that whole process, maybe be able to end up doing something you love.
And P, we got a few cats that said they done already emailed you and stuff like that too. So, shout out to y'all. I encourage people, especially in society. We have a whole room of creatives and things like that too. That's going to be reaching out. And then it is equal opportunity, situation here. You know what I'm saying? People, they like, oh, you got to be black. Like, bro.
No. You have to be talented. That's what you have to be.
Right.
That's the number one requirement, be talented.
There's plenty of people that are
Yeah, come on, man. Avocado,
like man. What do we? JB, your boy Cliff,
Come on, man.
Well, man, y'all out.
At any rate, man, that's a dope program, dope initiative, and I just want to tip my hat again to you brothers, man, and I wish y'all much success. We're gonna be hard on y'all though.
But I tell you,
but
to speak on that internship thing, I myself was an intern. You know what I'm saying? And here I am on a show with Beasley, answering questions. So you never know what the opportunity could turn into. But we are looking. But go ahead, Tony. My bad.
Yeah, no. I was gonna say, man, that is a dope initiative, and continuing to expand and things like that. I just want to say to y'all, man, again, appreciate y'all, appreciate the hard work and the effort. We tough on y'all as a culture, as a fan base, as a people, just because we have high expectations. Y'all have set the bar pretty high, and like I said before, the crown is heavy. So we're gonna continue to hold y'all accountable to it. But at the same time, enjoy all of the free content that y'all giving us over the years. So really appreciate it. You know what I mean?
For sure, man. Thank you again for the support.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Always, man. Always. All right. So let's do this. And I appreciate everybody that has been rocking with us. Everybody that's been sitting here in the live and everything like that. Black Compass Society. Follow us at Black Compass S on Twitter. Hit up the Patreon. I see a lot of y'all in there. We're going to have a society post, a little after show. I'm going to put the link to the Discord in the live right now. So people that's in the live, you guys can join the Discord, During the day in the Discord, we have everything in there. Betting, sports, we talk politics, everything under the sun is in there. You get different updates, different battlers to stop through, kick it with us and shit like that too. So I encourage everybody to join the society and everything like that, man. Thank you for allowing us to be here still. You know what I mean? We get little bumps in the road every now and again, man, but all the advice, all the critiques, all the trolling, I mean, even that, we receptive to it. So thank you very much. I'm just in a humble mood. I'm about to go to the bar, but yeah.
This morning was a little bit different.
Yeah. It was tough this morning. And I just want to say, you know, when negativity and stuff like that arises, there's different ways to deal with it and things like that. So, you know, I lashed out a little bit, but I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to create content and, you know, just being able to have an interview with those guys just now is really heartening and stuff like that. Now, I do have a little bit of an editing task in front of me, but, and the episode from yesterday will be dropping very, very, very soon. I just have to get through some edits on that. And
it's on the Patreon, though.
It is on the Patreon for people who are signed up for that. But the edited episode will be out on the YouTube and the SoundCloud. Some meticulous care has to be given to those things in light of recent events. So, but we're gonna continue rolling. We're gonna continue rolling, bring you our fresh content and everything like that. So, on behalf of the society, and shout out to my brothers that's out here too. You know what I mean? That wasn't, you know, able to make it in here with us because they're going to be around and all that. On behalf of that and Battle Rap, we up out of here. All right?
Peace.
Peace.